Alright, so here's the assignment 2 with the net algorithm. Here's the output of the moves for the second case, where I will lose based on the optimal moves for me, the player, and the other player. So with the main function, I created a multi-dimensional array that will contain all possible moves, which would be in this algorithm, in this code right here, where what it does is it finds the moves that are given and puts all the possible moves into an array. It then runs it into another header file where it will initialize the first moves given, and then it will add to the next step. So here's the min-max algorithm that I'm using. It uses another header file called trees, which is a depth first search. So what it's going to do is it's going to create a tree based on depth first, where it's going to go down each possible branch until it finds n, which then would be no more possible moves. Then it goes back up and repeats it over and over again until all the branches are created. So initializes the first one, where it would have the first moves given by the text file and puts them into an array. It then finds the next possible move and puts it in, finds the all possible moves in that next move, compares it with the given array to make sure it's not a repeated state, and if it's not a repeated state, it adds it to the array. So that is processed in here. The parent is going to run the add. So the add function is going to store that into the array. Then find the next possible move then, and then goes back up to the next step, which it creates the next possible move to make sure that they are equally placed in the array. After that is all done, we go to the parent function, and the parent function is going to add the moves into an optimal array. So it's going to find out which moves are left. For example, for the case of 5 moves, optimal is going to find all the arrays that have moves that are less than 10. So for all the moves that are less than 10, it's put in an optimal array, and that array is going to be returned back to the main function, to the main file, CPP file, where it's then going to view all the possible moves that are optimal. With all the possible moves that are optimal back in the main file, it is going to then be switching moves. So the first move it's going to be is with my move. So my move is going to start with 0 equals 0. It's going to find that optimal move, which is going to be the cost. And then by doing that is, with my move, since I'm the first player, I want to return an odd number, and the other player wants to return an even number. So with modulus of 2, it's going to find out the array, the given array has X amount of moves of either even or odd. If it's even, it's going to keep on looking for an odd array. Once it finds the odd array, it's going to return the first move into my move. Then move is equal to 0, and then that is processed then to your move. Sorry. Move is equal to 1, and that is processed to your move. And your move is going to repeat in the same state. Once all the arrays are done, so once the next move is going to be an empty string, it's either going to tell you either I win or I lose. In the case of the test case 2, I lose because the other player has a better optimal chance, has more moves in general, has more optimal moves in general than what I had. I believe when I was looking at the array, I had 2 optimal moves versus the other player had about 8 optimal moves to win. And that is the goal.